Welcome friends, thanks for clicking on the video. Today I'm starting a new YouTube series called I React to My Old Videos. And today I'm going to be reacting to the video that I posted last week. It's called Clownin' Around. It's a Doritos commercial I did. If you haven't seen it yet and you want to watch it uninterrupted, go ahead and click this link up here, or I'll leave it down in the description below for you. Before I get into it, a little background is about 8 years ago, Doritos partnered up with the Super Bowl and they did this Crash the Bowl contest, and they did it for about 10 years. You can make a Doritos commercial, submit it, and you had the opportunity to win a bunch of money, and your commercial could be played during the Super Bowl, which is pretty awesome. So I did 3. This was the second one of the 3. Like I said, it was filmed about 2011, 2012. It was filmed in northern Michigan, Charlevoix, Michigan. Yeah, let's get right into it, and I'll give you some more context as we get through it. So I just watched this, obviously, when I posted it, but hopefully we'll get some real reactions out of me. It is a really funny commercial, but let's get started. Where we shot this, so it's funny, we were supposed to shoot it at a VFW that was gonna be like $175 to rent it out, and we only needed it for like a few hours. And I was like, no, we're just gonna shoot it outside. So the day came and it was gonna be like this park setting, and it's supposed to be like by the beach, you know, fun, cool birthday party. It was in the fall, so it was like super cold. It was like just raining. So we were like, what the heck? And I'll get to this in a second, but the people who I had on my crew and the actors and actresses, they were driving about an hour to Charlevoix to come do this. So it wasn't like, okay, let's just pack it in and do this another day. Everyone was here, so we had to, you know, do something. And there's this church on the corner in downtown Charlevoix, and I just went in there. They had this big open back community room. And I went into the church and I talked to the pastor. His name's Pastor Neil Brennan. Told him what we were doing, and he was super cool about it. He was like, yeah, go for it. And he was like, you know, helping us any way we could. He let us use the tables. He even put some tablecloths on the table. It just came up like just on the spot, and we had a great location. So this is that.
Is this the birthday party? For me it is.
So we're gonna back that up. There you go. Lee, if you're watching, sorry buddy. So this is Lee Alexander. Let me fix that. Alright. So this is Lee Alexander. I met him on a short film I did in Sheboygan, Michigan. Super awesome guy. If you're watching this, Lee, reach out to me, man. I would love to see you again and talk to you. He's a visual effects artist. We became friends. I helped him on a short film, and I asked him if he wanted to help out on these, and he did. And he was super cool about it. And I was like, hey, do you want to be in it? Because he was working the camera. He's like, yeah. So I bought this outfit from, was it Party Shop or whatever? Anyway, it was like $20. Got some crummy face paint. We painted him up. Look at this. You can see his mustache a little bit and his beard. But anyway, super cool guy. Miss him. He helped me out a lot. He actually did the first edit of this commercial, so this is like his edit. He was super cool. He got in the makeup, and he did this. So yeah, that's Lee.
Look guys, the clown's here.
Okay, so this is Christine and Amanda. Now, these are super awesome ladies, super talented. They're actually actresses in Atlanta, Michigan, and they're models. So I reached out to them, and I was like, you know, would you want to do some acting work? And they were like, yeah, totally. We actually are actresses too. So it worked out. They were super awesome, super talented. And what was cool is that they brought all the kids. These are their kids and their kids' friends. They brought the kids. They brought the cake. They bought a cake. They even had pizza somewhere just to keep the kids preoccupied while we were setting up and everything. They were super helpful, super nice, talented ladies. I believe this line was improvised. It was supposed to be something like, oh, hey, look who's here, or whatever, or like look up and the kids just start running off. But Christine threw in the, hey, look, the clown's here. And then everyone's like, oh, look, clown's here. So yeah, that's Christine and Amanda. They live in Atlanta, Michigan. If you two are watching, reach out. I'd love to talk to you as well. It was great working with you. And The slow-mo, whoa, always gets me. So no kids were harmed in the making of this, obviously. It just still cracks me up. Like, this guy comes into this birthday party and he wants the Doritos so bad that he just takes out all these kids. And this is so funny because this is like those old jokes where someone's walking in front of you. And working in a restaurant industry, if you're holding something heavy, people always do that joke where they stick their leg out in front of you. So it's like, oh, haha. But this is like that joke and like literally tripping this kid. And this one was just like, oh, look at me looking right in the camera. I didn't even notice that. So I give her the hip. And this kid, he was so happy to see the clown. It was actually funny because he was actually really excited to just be thrown, which was funny. And I believe this was Christine's young boy. And she was off to the side here catching him. Now this one, we did this like 8 times. And the first few, I was nervous, obviously, because he's someone else's child. And I didn't want to like throw him and he falls or whatever. The first few, it didn't look right. And then it was just me like handing him off to Christine. And she was like, hey, just chuck him. He'll be fine. So this was that take where I just kind of lobbed him over and she caught him. I wish we had the behind the scenes camera. But basically, when I threw him, you can kind of see his head is starting to go down a little bit. He started like, she caught him by his legs because he like flipped like that. Yeah, I was just like, holy crap, you know, and I just couldn't believe it. But we pulled it off and I got to throw a kid, so that was cool. There was another girl that came running up and I just did like one of these, but she was cut for time. Let's go ahead and bring that back to the right turn around. I love that my face is like, I'm like the Joker here. I just picked off the guy's makeup and put it on with my hands. And I'm like, back against the wall. Like I'm not supposed to be there and they don't even realize it. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Let's see. It was supposed to be, at the beginning, the original idea was I peek over this fence and I see this birthday party. I go up and I go to like sneak to get the chips and like that was it. And then it just became that I was just this janitor just working at this place, just cleaning, and I hear something and just peek inside. Let's see. So yeah, this took pretty long, this beginning shot. It's so funny. Look, full cake, Doritos are on a plate. It just looks good. It looks just like, oh man, I just love it. Look at that face. Doritos. I didn't have any mics on this either, so everything you're hearing is all in camera. I didn't do any ADR or nothing. That's probably why I didn't get picked. But we trended for like, I think 2 or 3 days. Most popular, so when you went into the submissions, we were the front page for a little while, which is pretty cool. I'll never get old. Happy birthday to me. They're no joke. Puns. Yeah, so that was the Clowning Around Doritos submission that I did 8 years ago. What did I learn? Well, I learned to record audio, always have a microphone. I also learned that you'd be surprised at what people will do for you if you just ask in a very nice way. And I ended up going back to Pastor Neil and I was like, hey, here's the commercial. And I like showed him on the YouTube page and he laughed so hard. I'll never forget it. It was so funny. But yeah, just, you know, be nice to people. People are always there are people out there that are trying to help you, that would love to help you. This was a no budget, by the way. I just asked the girls if they wanted to be in it. They said yes. Neil or Lee said he would help out as well. It was just awesome. Everyone was just there supportive. Like, that's the film community, you know? Everyone is out to help each other, and it's just, there's nothing like it. Lee, Amanda, Christine, if you're watching this, thank you so much for this commercial. and it was a blast, and it was cool looking back on it a little bit, give you a little bit behind the scenes. And if you like this video and you want to see more of it, and tell me what you liked about it in the description below or in the comments below. Go ahead and hit subscribe too if you want to see more stuff like this. My plan is to release a reaction video to my old stuff every Thursday, so be on the lookout for that. And thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.